This is Aaron East with MMA UK, and I'm joined today by the gentleman Josh Hill. Josh is well known for his antics in the Bellator cage, but today we're taking some time to speak about his aspirations on a potential next stop on his MMA journey. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to speak with me again, Josh, mate.
Yeah, man, no problem. Anytime.
It's greatly appreciated, man. And what has been an exceptional career thus far for yourself. The fans have been keeping a close eye on your return from injury. Yeah, that must have been a frustrating process for you, as your record shows you love to fight.
Yeah. That was yeah, man, it was just kind of one thing after another. Broke my hand, broke my leg. Then I had some issues with my leg that just kind of wouldn't piss off. But I'm back to full training now, man, and yeah, I'm looking. I want to get back in the cage ASAP.
That's great to hear, man. But other than your recovery, well, what have you been up to since we last saw you back at the tail end of last year?
Just like I took a lot of time off because my hand was busted pretty good, so that took a while. And then I didn't even know my leg was broken,
Mm,
and I just thought it was pain from the fight and just bruised. But so I was walking around on it broken, so that kind of pushed recovery back, and then recovered from that, and then had a lot of scar tissue build up in there that was causing some issues, and so
mm.
that had to be addressed, and then yeah, just it's been doing that really, man. That's been my main thing, just to get my body back to full health. But I'm pretty much there now, which I'm so happy for because it sucks being injured.
Yeah, 100%. Are you back to full training, or are you just taking it easy at the moment?
I'm back to pretty much full training now. Yeah, I took my time to not push it too quick, but yeah, pretty much back to full time training.
That's great to hear, man. Right, your career has spanned over many organisations, but most notably, um, Bellator over the past 4 years. It came
Yeah.
to some surprise to many, including myself, when learning your desire to take your skill set to a new location with OKTAGON MMA. Right, it must have been a difficult decision. What's contemplate leaving behind, the place you called home since 2020. What could you possibly elaborate on the reasons behind your decision?
It wasn't my decision.
Mm,
I had one fight left on my deal with Bellator, but then the PFL, bought them
mm.
out, and they started kind of. They said they were bringing everybody over at first,
Yeah.
um, and kind of turns out that was some bullshit. So
Mm,
there's been numerous guys that kind of got the same phone call that I did, that said they're not going to bring over my contract.
mm.
Which sucks. I understand it to a degree. You know what I mean? I was just hoping to finish up my contract. That's all. I had one fight left, so that was my main issue.
Yeah.
I was just hoping they'd give me the one more to finish it, but they didn't. So I just think they took on so many guys, and with that comes a lot of money, a lot of paychecks, and
Mm.
not a lot of opportunity to get everybody fights because there wasn't as many shows. And so I think they were just going down the line of who they're paying pretty decently, and I'm sure my age came into a factor. It's not like I'm some like up and comer that's 27 that they're going to put some stock into for the future. So I get it from a business standpoint. Just sucks. I would have liked to get my last one in for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see your frustration. With only one fight left, you thought they might have let you finish that off, man. I'm sorry
Yeah,
to hear that. I didn't know the ins and outs of it, but I appreciate you clarifying that for us, my friend.
no problem, man. Yeah.
With your sights set on the Czech Republic Giants OKTAGON MMA, it shows your willingness to succeed and start a new chapter of your journey. What allured you to the promotion?
I've always been a fan of them. I was actually going to fight for them back in 2017.
Okay.
Um, they offered for me to fight, and I wanted to. I was currently at that time signed with the Russian promotion, Fight Nights Global,
Oh yeah.
and they put on great shows too, and they're paying well, and I was happy to be there. But it just the timing when they offered it didn't work out, unfortunately. And so they've always been an organization that I've had my eye on. I like the look of the shows. They got some a crazy fan base out there. Looks like they put on an amazing production. So that was something I always said I would love to go over there and fight, in the European countries and fight for them. So once I became a free agent, I talked to my manager and I was just seeing kind of what is an option, and that one kind of came up, and I said, yeah, let's pursue that, and I'm hoping that it happens. My manager has been in talks with them, and I said it looks positive and looks good, but nothing's for sure. So, but we'll see. I'm down. I'm game to fight any of their bantamweights they have. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll keep everything crossed for you, man. And the Octagon divisions have had a huge influx of talent over the past year, with many exceptional warriors being added to each division, and I think you'll be a great addition, myself personally.
Yeah, thanks, man. I agree. I think just with my skill set and experience and my time all around the world with promotions, I would love to kind of finish my last chapter of fighting with them. That'd be great.
Absolutely, man. But do you see it as an opportunity to test yourself against some of Europe's elite fighters?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've fought Brazilians, I've fought Americans, Canadians, Dagestani, Russians, Mexicans. So I fought Irish guys, English guys, pretty much all different countries, man. And yeah, this would be no different. And I enjoy going somewhere new to fight. That's part of the game that I actually really like. A lot of guys like to fight at home, or they like to kind of fight close by, but I like the process of going somewhere new and different that I've never been, and kind of, even if I'm fighting as the hometown guy, I don't mind that. I like kind of being in enemy territory, and doing something like that. So that would be cool for me.
Yeah, it'd be great to have them booing you on the way in and cheering you on the way out, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's a huge action-packed bantamweight division, man. There's so many names there. Is there any name in particular that you've relished the chance of colliding with in the division?
Um, I looked at their bantamweights, a few times now, and I mean, there wasn't really any one particular person that stood out like crazy, but obviously I'd like to get a fight there. I want to get fight for their title as quickly as possible. That would be ideal. They got a couple. I know they have a couple guys from England in the mix there. They have the one guy who was their KSW champ. He's there. Their current champ. Like there's a whole bunch of different Europeans, and that I looked at their top 10, and I think I match up great with any of them. I've the skill set that I've competed against. I think it's just as much or higher. So yeah, any one of those guys, I'd said, I'm down to fight. So
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. As I said previously, you'd definitely be a fine addition to the roster. No doubt about it. And I've been a huge fan of yours and Octagon MMA over recent years. So I definitely wish you all the best in your efforts to add your name to the promotion, bro.
thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, I think I'm hoping they. When I made that post about one of my buddies of mine, Jesse Bronson, actually, he was very well known fighter from Canada. He's fought everywhere too. He was just saying, they're not going to bring us Canadians over there because they know that the Canadians will start putting it on them, and they want the Europeans to shine. But I don't think I think they're expanding so much now, Octagon, that they're kind of past that, and they're so international now that I think they'll start to bring in more than just Europeans. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping anyway. That would be great. So that would. Hoping he's wrong, and I could get a chance to get in there and mix it up with some of the European guys.
Yeah, I hope so too. I saw that post and I tagged. I'm gonna tag Brian Lacey, and he has a huge influence over there in Octagon MMA. So hopefully I can
Oh,
help to do a little part there.
thanks, man. Yeah, that's greatly appreciated.
No doubt about it, man. Anytime, my friend. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you again, brother. But before you go, do you have a message for the Czech Republic Giants and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just what, you want to bring in someone that's going to test all of your current bantamweights and add an interesting mix and some chemistry into that bantamweight division, then I'm your guy. And I'm looking for I'm towards the end of my career now. I still feel really good, but I just want to pull like almost like a Michael Chandler in the UFC. You know what I mean? I want to just go out there and have some like either run through somebody or have some ultimate like just some wars. You know what I mean? So if they're interested in that, then I'm your guy, and I look forward to hopefully getting over there and doing some damage in the octagon cage. Hopefully.
I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that, my friends. You enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, bro.
Thanks, man. You too.